Okay, moving on. We are at the main screen of MenuLink when you log in. And I know that it's dangerous to make assumptions, but I'm going to assume you know how to log in already, as if you've watched the previous video. Now, at the main screen, you have several options. What we're going to be working on right now is doing invoices. So what you're going to want to do is go into purchasing. You have existing orders or invoices. Choose invoices, and you'll see that at Corridon we have several already input. Now, if I had a Creation Gardens order that came in today, what I would want to do as soon as I receive it is go to New, and once this loads, I would type in the invoice. I would then choose Local Produce, as Creation Gardens isn't a vendor that currently exists in our system for MenuLink. Next, my invoice date was today. I always set the due date as 1 week into the future, and then I move on. Now, down here, it can be kind of confusing understanding the setup because I've made several mistakes already myself. Vendor code is not important. The important lines are item name, receive units, how many you ordered, and price. Now, we're going to go over here to item name. The first thing, I look up what I ordered. So if I go to the invoice today, I see that I ordered 3 cases of wash button mushrooms. I choose mushrooms. Now my receive unit is set to a default of pounds, which is not what we want. We order it by the 10-pound case. So I set that, and I received 3 cases at $16.75, which matches up to my invoice, so that is correct. I move on to the next line. I see that I have a case, all right, of green onions. Now notice that there's 2 options for produce green onions. You have raw by the pound or prepped and cut. Well, we only ordered raw by the pound, and ours come in 4 2-pound bricks. So come over here. I ordered one at $19.50. That is correct. So I move on to my next set. We go looking for, Roma tomatoes. Roma tomatoes come how? Not by the pound, but in a 25-pound flat. I ordered one. The price was in fact $17.75. All right, that is the inclusion of all items now. So I go to the bottom. Are my inputs correct? $69.75. That is what the invoice states. I would click Save and then exit to Previous. Now, it's asking me right now if I want to save, and I do not because I want to go back to the store and enter this later. But you would just save it and it would populate over here. Now, when you go to do a Cisco input, let's open up an existing one so that we can take a look at what's going on here, because there are a lot more items, and hopefully in the future we won't have to deal with this. You see that there was an invoice ID. We chose Cisco Indianapolis, and we have already entered several, if not all of the items here, and you'll notice that they're grayed out. The reason that they're grayed out currently is it has been over a week since their receipt. Now, the program automatically assumes that you're not going to go back and make adjustments once your inventory has been posted, and so it will not let you edit this because it would throw off your inventory. Let's exit to previous for a moment and let's look at last week's order that came in. I have not, oh, there it goes. I have posted an inventory because I received this order on a Monday and put the order directly into the system and took inventory after. Therefore, it accounted for all of this in my inventory and will not retroactively allow me to make any changes to this. And that's one of the beauties, is it keeps you from making a mistake. Now, if you find out a week after that you have made a mistake when you input this the first time, that's going to be your fault, and that was just a mistake altogether. So please make sure that when you input your invoice numbers, you get it right when you put it in. And always double check your price. If you really want to have the best double checker in the world, always double check your price. Once your invoice has been input and you have saved it, just exit to previous, you're back to the main screen, and that's all for inputting invoices.